Signing up for Google Analytics is a piece of cake. The first thing you need is a Gmail address. I created a new Gmail address for a site I'm creating on blog flipping called flippingfantastic@gmail.com. You go to this address, google.com/analytics. You sign up for Google Analytics. You're going to get this particular page. I'm going to just put the name of the site, flippingfantastic.com. The website's URL is just simply http://flipping, spell that right, I don't know, flippingfantastic.com. I'm in the Central Standard Time. I'm not going to worry about the sharing. Yes, you have to agree to the terms and conditions and create an account. It's just that simple. You'll get a little green success box. Page loading. Now, here is the wackiness. Make old version default. There's an old version and a new version. I hate change. I only know the old version. So I just clicked the old version, and it takes you to this particular page, Google Analytics settings. Now there you go. Here's the ugly little thing. I have nothing since basically I just put this together. So I'm going to show you here in a minute how to integrate Google Analytics WordPress plugin with this particular site, because here's the key configuration: visitors right here and custom variables. We're going to come back to this in a minute, but that's how you set up your Google Analytics account for any Gmail address. Okay, Google Analytics is not active. Okay, I just set it up, so why would it be? We must first select which analytics profile to track. I have several, so we need them to talk to each other. Click here to authenticate with Google. Okay, Google likes to authenticate things. We're not going to hassle them. We are going to grant them access. Very, very simple. It's nice they ask for permission. And now, here's the key thing. 2 little drop-down boxes. It'll find what you have, flippingfantastic.com. Now, that's all there is to it. I don't have to copy and paste any code. Here's the default in the header. I'm going to leave it there, but if you want to insert manually, you can do that. 2 cool checkboxes. You can track outbound clicks and downloads, and I can show advanced settings. I'm going to do that because I want to show you some cool advanced features of this plugin. You could copy and paste the code manually. A lot of themes have a certain area where it will take Google Analytics code, but if you want a little more functionality, here is where this plugin really excels. Custom variables settings. All of these different things you can check. Logged in users. I'm going to click that. If you have custom post types, you can see the page views of each post type. I don't have that. If you have a lot of authors on your site and you want to see which authors are getting the most reads, click that. I don't. It's just me. I'm just going to click the tags, and I'm going to click all categories to see what categories people are checking out, and click the blue update button. Anytime you see an update button, just update. It just makes more sense. Now, you've got another advanced settings box. You can ignore some users. I'm going to ignore the administrator, which is me. You can track outbound clicks as page views, and you can track downloads. I don't have any downloads, but that's a cool thing. Here's some other advanced features. I don't need those, but I'm going to update. Very nice. One last piece of advanced functionality. We have the debug mode. If you want to confirm that your tracking is working, enable this option, and then check Firebug if you use Firefox, and work with the debug mode. Very slick. I'm going to show you then how to get your information. I'm going to refresh this just in case, but we're back to our Google Analytics dashboard. If you want some information, you simply go to Visitors and click Custom Variables. Now, there's nothing for you to view right now because I have 0 unique custom variables. I just set this up on my site. But when you do and start tracking authors, tracking categories, tracking posts, this is where you'll find that data. This plugin is very advanced. It's very cool. Help spread the word. Donate a few bucks if you want. It has a great plugin page, a nice video. This is Google Analytics for WordPress, extending analytics functionality. It's just that good. Okay, here's a must-download plugin. Google XML Sitemaps. A lot of different plugins named sort of similar. Make sure you get this one by this author, Arnie Brockhold. Arnie, if I mispronounced your name, I'm sorry. What does this do? It allows the Google search engine spiders to access your content from one specific spot. You've seen sitemaps before. This creates it automatically and sends it to Google. Google likes fresh content. If you have one of these, it will help your search engine rankings because Google will know where to start, where to search. I always say this to last because you don't want to run this too soon. You want to create a sitemap after your site is built. I did mine today. As you can see, it's zipped. And here's some basic options. It tells you a little bit about it. What's great about this plugin is on the right-hand side, you have all kinds of information. You don't really need to know much. If you have other pages that are not part of your blog, you can add them here and adjust the priority. What does that mean? Google will allow you, or this plugin will allow you to set the priority. I don't want it to be determined by the comment count. That doesn't necessarily mean the best post will have the most comments. I'm just going to say all of the posts will have the same priorities. I always click automatic detection. Here's where you can set up the sitemap content. Always include the homepage, posts, and static pages. You can include categories and that kind of thing. I don't usually, and I don't usually suggest it. You can exclude things, just as you can invite people into your house. You can kick them out as well. Don't have a lot of categories. You can change frequencies. You can have people spider more or less frequently, and here's the priorities. You want to have the defaults set. You don't want everything set as 1 because you want the homepage to be number 1 priority. Very important. I always update the options, and there you go. Configuration updated, pages saved. I have generated my XML sitemap for this particular site. The Google search engine spiders will be just singing in the streets, doing cartwheels. It's just that easy. Number 6 brings us to a plugin that I don't know at all. I don't use it, never really seen it, so this will be an adventure. It's called GTrans. It's a website translator. It helps put the Google Translate element on your site. Great. People need translation. That's how to set it up and activate it. Let's see, does it have anything up here? I don't know where it would be. Could it be into tools, users, perhaps settings? GTrans under settings. Very, very cool. The default language, mixed language content. You can customize the widget. Very, very nice. You could also consider going pro with the GTranslate Pro. Here's something cool. The little information box in WordPress will show you a nice little page and a nice little video. So what I do is click WordPress and watch the tour. Let's watch it together. It's almost as cheesy music as I have on mine. Perhaps cheesier. A little 80s groove. Hey, brightidea.com. You have 2 options. Check them both out. The world should understand your language. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you by reading this to you, but take a look at the tour if this is something you want. It could be quite interesting and has lots of interesting features. The latest version, it will suggest a better translation pop-up. There's a mouse over effect, some analytics, some flags, some great things. It didn't get a great rating. Only 2 stars, but it is the GTrans Google Translate for your website. Check it out. It may be something of great value. Okay, number 8, really simple CAPTCHA. I installed it and I activated it. It's very, very simple. It helps you add a CAPTCHA to a contact form like we did in Contact Form 7. So let's go back to our contact page. We created that a minute ago. I think Contact Form 7 was number 2. Now, you see this? This is what we had before. I showed you this, generate tag. Now, the CAPTCHA button is working. Simply copy that, and you want to paste that above the submit button. There's 2 different fields that you want to capture, for image and for input field, right there. And I always double check to make sure the mail is the 2 is correct. And now we click save. We updated that. Let's see if we can go back to our Contact Form 7 demo page. Let's see if we can refresh that, and let's see if that CAPTCHA shows up. And look, it sure did. Look, at right there you have a little CAPTCHA that you can add. So a person puts in their name, their email, a subject, a message, and then in order to send it, I have to match that completely. I'm not sure if it's case sensitive, but I'll do it just in case. And then they click send, adding a really simple CAPTCHA to a contact form. Contact Form 7 is what I use. It is very simple. It's a good plug-in. Money saved is money earned. Rounding out the top 10, we have a plugin called Sociable. It automatically adds links on your posts, pages, and RSS feed to your favorite social bookmarking sites. You know how big social bookmarking is, and this is a wonderful way to take advantage of all of that. Once you activate this plugin, you're going to have a link in your dashboard. Select Sociable Plugin. That's the first thing we have to do. We get 2 choices. We can have a skyscraper or the regular classic Sociable. Look how cool the skyscraper is. That's brand new. I'm going to keep it very simple right now. We're going to get the classic version. So you just click on that button, and the classic version pops up. And there's a preview of how it's going to look right there on your blog. Look how cool that is. Very, very slick. And there's a tagline, link to Sociable. Help us grow. Why not? I'm just going to link it. Here are the sites. You click on the ones that you want to appear on your blog. Very, very nice. I think I'm going to leave everything as is. Reddit and Tumblr, Google Bookmarks, those might be stuff to add. I don't know what Blink List is, so you know what, just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to uncheck that. Stumble Upon, here's the icon sizes. I'm going to leave all that the same. And here's something cool, the locations. You can select what pages or posts that you want the plugin to insert itself. You probably don't want it on the home page, but you want it on single post pages and single pages. And that's all we have checked. But if you want it other places, feel free to check. General options, automatic mode. Hey, you want to use your own icons? I guess you can. I like these, though. I'm going to keep everything as is. Activate. Sociable Classic. I'm going to just click Save Changes. Very, very nice. It's going to spin. And let's go back to our blog and just kind of see all our posts here. I'm going to pick a post at random and just kind of see what happened with our Sociable plugin here. And that opens up. We're going to view the post. How to work out songs by ear. Like I care. All right, but look how cool that is. All of these, and here's some extra ones. But that's sociable, and that's how to add a little bit of social bookmarking to your blog. And you have also another option. You can set up some skyscraper options as well. Skyscraper goes into a widget. You can set up the background color and labels as your Twitter name and your RSS feed. Do all kinds of cool things. Follow us. Some nice functionality there. Look in LinkedIn, you add all your accounts, and has some really nice customization options. If you want to go the skyscraper route, great. I'm going to keep the classic sociable on my site. I now have some social bookmarking tools to my blog posts and my blog pages. Sociable, rounding out number 10.